Oregon State Senator Alan Bates has passed away at the age of 71.
The Medford physician and state legislator suffered an undetermined medical problem while on a fishing trip with his son Friday night on the Rogue River in Douglas County.
Today, people across the state and the Rogue Valley are remembering his commitment to health care and his passion for serving others.
It was such a shock.
News of Dr. Alan Bates passing on Friday night not only left a hole in the heart of the Rogue Valley political scene, it left patients without a physician.
We have 30-some patients that are expecting to see Dr. Bates.
Even on a Saturday, Doug Deal says Dr. Bates had a full schedule lined up, usually due to his work as a state senator.
When the legislature was in session, he was in Salem during the week and flew back to see his patients every weekend.
Deal, the executive medical director of Asante Physician Partners, worked with Dr. Alan Bates every day.
Alan is one of those people who quietly instilled himself in all aspects of the community.
Jennifer Mylenick can attest to that. The executive director of Court-Appointed Special Advocates, or CASA, says the Oregon State Senator was one of a kind.
The first time I met him in Salem, I came to talk to him about CASA, and he said, "Sit down." He goes, "Let me tell you about CASA."
Representing District 3, the southern portion of Jackson County, Bates's work in Salem left a lasting impression on many people, including Oregon Governor Kate Brown.
He was a very committed state senator. He was very passionate about making sure that everyone in Oregon had access to health care.
Even while on the Senate floor, he used his knowledge and skills as a physician, even saving a fellow senator's life last year.
Senator Bates saved Senator Alan Olson's life. He was having a heart attack, and Senator Bates made sure he got the care that he needed and survived.
Roy Vineyard is the president and CEO of Asante. He says Bates's boundless energy spilled over into every aspect of his life.
He was a good friend. He was an outstanding physician and an outstanding advocate for people of the state of Oregon.
A state senator since 2005, Dr. Bates was active in health care reform in the Oregon legislature and worked closely with his friend Governor John Kitzhaber on the creation of a network of coordinated care organizations in the state.
His goal of providing comprehensive health care to Oregonians who were on that health plan has really changed the way we do business in Oregon.
And that work will continue to touch the community even in his absence.
So many people knew him, were impacted by him as a physician, as a friend, and as a state senator.